Hey guys, we are back with a video on how I studied for the ACT. So let me give a little background on my whole test taking process in general. I took the SAT January of my junior year, and then I took the ACT April of my junior year. I took it, why did I take it? So I took the ACT mostly just to see how I would do in comparison, because I don't know, I was like very satisfied with my SAT score already. My parents well, a little bit, and just like peers in general, my classmates, they were all like, alright, but like it's like an okay score. And I was like, are you kidding me? I really don't want to take another test, but I just took the ACT because why not, you know? And I ended up scoring a 35, which is pretty similar to what I got on the SAT. I think the ACT score might have been a bit higher. I don't really remember the conversion things. I remember always just like googling the conversion chart to like check, I don't know. Anyway, so in this video I'm going to share with you guys how I did that, and the way that I did that was pretty similar to how I studied for the SAT, to be quite honest. I got the Big Red book. I don't know if people call it that or not, but it's the real ACT prep guide. That might be its name. I don't remember. I just remember it being called the Real ACT something or something. Yeah, so I got that one. It's like a big red thick book with like yellow. I don't remember how many. I think it had like 5 tests in it. I only took 3 of those tests. I took them in like the weekends coming up to my April ACT, so I did not like do the whole like cram study method that I did for the SAT. Although the ACT, I feel like, doesn't require doing as many of the exams. Like, once you do a few of them, there's no, like, for the SAT, they have, like, types of questions that are meant to trick you, in my opinion. ACT, it's much more straightforward. All the questions are, like, you can figure them out much easier, and, like, the answer is either right or it's wrong. So, also, when I was reviewing, like, the ones I got wrong, like, it was much easier to figure out why they were wrong. So yeah, I just took those tests. Oh, okay. The one thing about the ACT though is that the timing is much rougher than for the SAT. Like, there were sections on the SAT that I would run out of time for, but for the ACT, I found that that happened a lot more often, especially when I was practicing for it. Like, oh my god, 75 English questions? That was so much. But okay, the reading section and the science section, I was always so short on time for. Because they give you no time at all for reading. And then science, I think I just spent too long looking at the graphs. Science, it might help if you have prior knowledge of like the topics they're covering. I remember on my ACT, because I was in AP Physics at the time, and we had just started learning like quarks and stuff, and that was like the last science question section for my science section on my ACT, and luckily it was like pretty easy and straightforward, and it just had to do with like their charges or whatever, so I was able to use that prior knowledge to like figure it out really quickly, because I was definitely short on time. But like, yeah, for like the bio questions and the chem question, no, I didn't take chem by that point. Yeah, so just for the bio questions, I was able to like figure out pretty quickly. Oh, earth science too, like I did a little bit of earth science in 8th grade. So yeah, like if you have prior knowledge, it definitely helps for the science section. If not though, like all the information still is in the graphs and the passages. You just, yeah, for the ACT, you just really need to work on like being quick about everything. Speed reading, skimming, I would often just read the questions first and then look for the answers in the passages. I mean, I did this for the SAT also, but especially for the ACT. The good thing about the ACT though is that it didn't have any vocab, which was still something that the SAT did back in my day. Oh my god. Now I'm not really sure what the, okay, the essay component for the ACT I remember was more complex than the SAT. I still ended up getting the same score on both. I got a 10 on both essays. But I do remember having to like write a much stronger argument for the ACT. Like, it talked about nutrition in America, something about like, and I had to like give really specific examples, and I think I talked about like Michelle Obama for something, because that was literally the only thing I'd think of. The SAT though, you can use like any books that you've read in English class ever. I'm trying to think of what other tips I should give for the ACT, because I think my ACT studying process was really just like pretty straightforward. Like, it was just take some tests, improve my ability to work under time pressure. Yeah, so I took all the tests timed under like the most realistic setting that I could make it be. So yeah, I took like the entire test at once, basically, is what I mean by that. And yeah, I mean, eat breakfast, get a good night's sleep, hopefully. And yeah, so the advice I gave for the SAT definitely also applies here. If you're still a junior, you want to give yourself like enough time so that worst case scenario, you can take the ACT 3 times comfortably without colleges being like a little bit weirded out by it, you know? So try not to take it too late. If you're a senior, you probably only have 2 chances to take it before you have to send them to colleges. But if you're a junior, like, you still have time right now to take it 3 times comfortably, but just like stay on top of it, because like you can totally take advantage of these extra opportunities that you have to like improve your score, you know? So yeah, I think, am I missing anything? All right, well, let me know if I missed anything. I hope this was generally helpful in like sharing my experience with taking the ACT, and yeah, I wish you all the best on your exam endeavors. That's it for this video. All right, bye.